Welcome to a New Heights bonus video presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. It's the weekend preview. That's right. This season, we're giving 92%ers bonus video where we'll preview our upcoming games each week and talk about some other topics the producers have cooked up for us. You know,
thanks,
shout
guys.
out to the producers. It sounds like a fun deal until it's not.
Hopefully they're good. All righty, let's get right into week 2. I'll tee up the topics about Travis's game, and he'll tee up the topics for me.
All right now.
Travis, want to start us off?
Vikings at Eagles, little Thursday night football, baby. First Thursday night game of the year. The Eagles will play the Vikings in their home opener. Let's talk a little game prep for those short weeks. What have you added to the Jason Kelce self-care routine over 13 years? How are you taking care and recovering on the short weeks?
I'm not a big self-care guy. I'm more of a just,
Yes, you are, Jason. You bought a sauna.
I do. Well, that's not for, I guess that is for self-care. All right. I'm into the sauna. I'm a big fan of heat. I do massages.
Nice.
I don't
big
stretch.
Massage guy.
I think stretching is bad for you.
Do you fall asleep in your massages?
I was actually snoring in my massage today because we just played last night.
So they're pointless. Got it. All right. How hot does a sauna get?
Well, if I do the wood burning one, it gets up to 210.
Jesus. That boy's baking.
Although that's probably too much. I burnt my behind on the bench the last time, so I think I'm going to start cooling that one down. But
you're going into this thing fucking naked?
I had shorts on. That's what I'm saying. It was hot.
What?
It was real hot. Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? All right. Well,
yeah, it was too hot.
You live and you learn. Okay.
I try to keep it right around 180. 180 is the magic number that I like it at, plus or minus.
I'm into the infrared sauna, which doesn't get as hot, but
so you're a pussy.
Yeah, hits you with certain waves that tend to get the muscles going, get the body flowing a little different.
It is interesting. It hits you on a more like internal wave, right? That's the whole point.
Yes, that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I do. Obviously, we're on a short week. I did a BFR actually on my legs to try and help them recover this morning.
Ooh, I did some BFR this morning too. Nice.
Yeah. And then for those of you that know, it's blood flow restriction.
It cuts I don't know how else to describe it.
And I don't even know if it works, but they sell me it does, so I just do it.
It makes my joints feel 10 times better. When I say joints, my knees. That's about it. That's all I know. It really helps.
It really does make my knees feel so much better after doing it. I don't know what it does for the knees, but it is magical. So obviously short week. We've said this before. I love Thursday games.
Oh, I love
There's no practice.
Games.
You're right on to it. The only thing that I don't like is that it's so early because we're wasting a whole lot of rest time after this early in the season, but it'll be all right. I think
you got the first Thursday night game, which is way worse than getting like week 15, week 13.
Yeah, where you get like a little bye going into the last few games of the season or something.
Yeah, just get a nice relaxing weekend. Yeah, no, it sucks.
But it's good. I'm going to take it.
Well, you have no choice.
We get to recoup and go after the Vikings. Obviously, Brian Flores, the new defensive coordinator there, running a similar defense probably to what he did in Miami and in New England. So we just played New England. He's part of that whole tree. He's been a really, really good defensive coordinator wherever he's been.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be one of those games again where we're going to have to come out, see what the flavor of the day is. It's very multiple in what they can give you. Mm-hmm. All of their different personnel, their different fronts, their different coverages. So we're going to have to rebound quickly from last week's win, but rough offensive output to come out strong this Thursday.
Yeah, but them Vikes going to be fired up after losing that week 1. So
yeah,
put your big boy pants on this week, bub. You can be in for a good one.
Trav, are you doing anything what do you do to take care of yourself after year 11?
For a short week, golly, I'm not doing anything like mind-blowing. I'll probably just start activation earlier. That is, you don't get
wall drills.
Yeah, wall
Glutes.
drills, floor drills, floor exercises, calisthenics.
Stretching?
Not so much stretching. I'll stretch here and there, but...
Why are we not stretchers? I know that a lot of people are into stretching.
I like this thing all wound up and like really just like a tight rubber band. Just...
I like active stretching. Like I will stretch, but only in a movement based.
1,000%.
either
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I
functional
got a little bit
movement-
of stretching in there, but I'm firing muscles while they're stretched so that they turn
Exactly.
on. There's some science behind stretching the muscles all the way out and then activation.
Sports science.
It's whatever. It works.
Do you think sports science is all of the actual science rejects? Like, do you think the good scientists are going into sports science, or do you think the scientists couldn't get into science are going into sports science?
That's a good point. I don't know. The biggest thing that I do recovery-wise is dry needling.
Dry needling.
I might get into that a day earlier.
Just tried that out for the first time, and it worked unbelievably. And I've been crapping all over it for years.
I've been throwing a lot of needles in this knee right now. A lot of needles, just throwing them in, doing it myself at all times. I'm just stabbing myself in the knee. What else do I do? Big dry needle guy. You know, you mentioned heat. I'm a big infrared sauna guy.
Yep.
Haven't been in a cold tub since probably 1990. Just not a big cold tub guy. I'll do if I have like a serious injury, I'll do it because there's certain, I guess, proteins that your body releases when you're in a certain state of, I don't know, recovery.
Cold exposure or whatever.
Cold. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not really in the cold tubs much.
Yeah, I'm with you. Cold tubs were the big thing. Like when we were first starting out in football and even in college.
It'll add 5 years to your career.
Yeah. I think I will still do contrast, but only if I have like an acute injury. There has to be like either a sprained ankle or like my hamstring like feels like it's tight or something like I don't do just cold. I just don't think that it really is that beneficial unless you have like an actual injury.
Yeah, like swelling and a whole bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, exactly. Outside of that, no, let's get this blood pumping. I don't want to restrict blood. I want that blood moving.
Yeah, but you restrict the blood just so that the blood can rush back into that area. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Science.
Rejects.
Let's get to your game. Chiefs at Jaguars. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. Down there in Florida.
Little Dougie P. It's going to be hot.
Dougie P.
It's going to be humid.
It is going to be humid.
Hey, hot and humid is good for knee swelling, I think.
Such a cocksucker.
Chris Jones is going to be back in action. Just how big is it to get him back against the Jags?
I mean, huge. It's Chris Jones, man. You get Chris Jones back out on the fucking field. He's a menace, man. He ruins your game plans. Is what he does, both run game and pass game. You have to account for him on every single play, and what that does for guys, and what that does for the guys around him, and what that does for the team is, can't put a number on it.
How do you know when he's ready to go? Because he hasn't done anything all training camp. I'm assuming he's staying in shape, obviously.
He's Shaq. He just goes out there and
he just goes out there?
Yeah.
But he didn't play in the preseason games. How is he going to be ready to play football?
Chris Jones. I don't know what to tell you. Something tells me he'll have at least 2 sacks.
I mean, he said that he's been keeping in shape and he'd be ready to play the day after he signs. So he says he's good to go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to probably just take his word for it.
Yeah.
You excited to see Dougie P?
Dougie P.
Little Dougie P on the sideline?
What a guy, man. That's my guy right there, man. I fucking love playing for him, man. And always fun playing against him, man, because you're going to get a team's best. You're going to get some high-powered offense, so you're going to need to put up some points, baby, and that's what we're going to need to do to get this dub down there in hot-ass Jacksonville in September. The last time we played there, I went through 3 pairs of gloves and cleats.
And it's early in the season.
And I was drying my gloves after. I was like switching them out after every single drive just to dry them off. It's going to be muggy, that's for sure. I don't even think it's going to get up into the 90s, but
it don't matter.
Even 80s down there is just... It's muggy.
Yeah, Duval County. Yeah, it's going to be hot. It's going to be sticky.
About right now.
I think we played Tampa the following week after this one. And anytime Florida, while it's, before October.
You like to see those teams in December. Yeah.
It's going to be humid. You got to exchange something with Doug. Last year, when we played the Jags, I swapped my jersey with Doug for his jacket.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool if you swapped for his visor.
My helmet for his visor.
Dude, Is there anything more iconic than the Doug Peterson visor?
Just that Doug Peterson swoop that he's got over it. Just that thing that's been turning gray the past 7 years. I love you, Dougie P, man. That thing it's you silver fox. Oh, God.
The Chiefs will have played the Jags 3 times in the last 14 games. That's a lot of Jaguars games. The last game, obviously, the Chiefs beat the Jags at home November of last year, 27-17.
Yes.
The Chiefs then beat the Jags in the divisional round, 27-20. Do you approach games differently with opponents that you've played a lot in the past? Or
100%. It's much more of a, scheme, understanding what the defense's, play caller is, what his intentions are. You get a little bit more familiar with the players that you're going up against, the man-to-man stuff, the one-on-one reps that you'll get with linebackers in the run game, or even linebackers and safeties in the pass game. So you get just a little bit more of an understanding of how to try and beat them, or how they're going to try and stop you. They got guys across the board that can play some football now. It's going to be a test for us. It's going to be a test for us, especially with what happened in week 1. But I know guys are fired up to try and change that narrative ASAP. I know I am. I'm trying to do everything I can to be out there for my guys too.
Well, you're going to be put to the test right away, as you always are in this league. But the Jags, Mike Caldwell, Doug Peterson, looking forward to watching this one. Yeah. For any fantasy owners that are concerned, are you leaning one way or another yet?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Before we wrap up, I want to congratulate the whole city of Philadelphia on an incredible achievement. The word John has officially been added to the dictionary.
John. What you know about that John right there?
That John right there, that John can be anything. It can be a noun. It can be it's any type of noun.
Yeah.
Is it a noun? What's it classified as?
It's a young John. Little John.
Dictionary.com added John to its fall 2023 list of newly recognized words. I don't even know if Philly's even happy about that. We don't want recognition by anybody that John's a word. Like,
they didn't need any, right? Yeah.
It's ours. It ain't Dictionary.com's word. It's fucking Philadelphia's. The official definition of John, according to Dictionary.com, is something or someone for which the speaker does not know or does not need a specific name. That's a very confusing definition. I just think it's a noun. Yeah. Any noun could be John.
Like that shit over there, that John right there.
Yeah, that John. Hey, you got that John on you?
Damn, look at that John right there. That John got some big old...
I don't know.
Say it.
I feel, It also has John listed as a noun, informal, and chiefly Philadelphia. Is John the best Philly word? Other options. Wooder, obviously for water. Hoagie, or jabroni, which I think I know which one you're going to vote for.
Yeah, I guess John. Yeah. Like if somebody says John, I know they're from that Philly, Jersey area for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
It's definitely iconic. But so is Wooder. So is Hoagie. Well, is Hoagie only Philadelphia? I feel like I heard of a hoagie. Everybody else calls it a sub, though, right?
I haven't heard anybody call something a hoagie ever in my life.
Well, I guess that's just Philadelphia. Maybe I've become naturalized to it. I feel like John was really big a few years back, and it's kind of...
When we were in college, everybody was using it.
John was being used in college?
Oh, by all the Jersey guys.
I was so out of the loop on that. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she a Philly John. All right, now, that wraps up our weekend preview. Make sure you subscribe to New Heights channel on YouTube so you know when the next full show and preview drop next week. Thank you to our 92%ers for tuning in to this video exclusive. Jason's face says it all.
I'm Ron Burgundy.